This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories.
And welcome to my review of the LEGO TIE Bomber. This is a set from earlier this year, and it's the first TIE Bomber set made since at least the early 2000s. And that one wasn't even in the right color. It was in the blue color scheme that they did for TIE Fighters back then. But this set is a really great addition to the collection, and if you had collected TIE Fighters from previous years, this is probably one of the last ones you need, especially if you want them in the right color. This and the TIE Interceptor, which also released this year. So let's start off with the greatest figure, the Gonk Droid. And with the Gonk Droid being brick built, it's a little more annoying to deal with moving around. But this is an Imperial Gonk Droid. It has Imperial logo, and I believe it says cargo on the back. This was originally meant for, obviously, for a cargo crate, and they just used it for the Gonk Droid, so that is odd. But besides that, the figure looks pretty cool, and all you can moving around. It's a little more annoying to attach it to pieces, which I am not doing it again. Next, we have the TIE Fighter pilot. He's come in a bunch of sets and will obviously be in any TIE Fighter set. Pretty simple head print. Has the little tubes in the front and the Stormtrooper armor thing at the back. And it's a pretty simple figure. An interesting one is, I'm not sure what her rank is in this one. It's might be Admiral Race Alone. She does become a Grand Admiral, but this is her. And it's a pretty interesting figure. She is from the books, and I'm surprised they kind of made her. But it's a cool figure to have, and is unique. Has the basic Imperial setup, and yeah, there is a way to make her to a Grand Admiral, but that would require having a Thrawn figure, which is extremely expensive. And if you have the Thrawn figure, obviously you want the only Grand Admiral figure you have to be Thrawn. So, although you could make her as a Grand Admiral, it's something that you probably wouldn't want to do so you don't mess with your Thrawn figure. The final figure is Darth Vader. And it's cool to have Vader in this. He has the arm printing, which is nice. Pretty simple backside, but does have a new head print, and it's a pretty cool detailed one. I really do like it, and it's a nice new one. And it's a nice change up from the Vader head, which they've had for, I don't even know how long. I think since this helmet's been introduced, it's more or less been around the same, unless it's been a episode 3 set, or the Kenobi ones, which had a slightly different head. Okay, the figures are pretty cool. And now to move on to the two builds. The first is this little cart, which you can use to move around some extra missiles for the bomber. Although I think they should have included 4 of them, since that's how many loads it at least gives you an extra 2 in case you lose any. But yeah, it's decently secure. You can't knock it over if you fully flip it, but it's held in decently well. And as long as you're not playing around with this too much, it should keep these secure. And the TIE Bomber itself looks pretty cool. The one thing I wish they could have figured out is how to have the pilot visible through the bomber's opening, since they do have it covered up. But besides that, I really do like it. If you grab the TIE Pilot, I think you do need to take a blaster out of their hand. You can take them and fit them in. easily closing it up. And yeah, the detail on it is pretty cool. The wings look good, and the backside is pretty nice with these engines back here. Over here you can't see the bomb chute, which is where the bombs would fire from the actual TIE bomber, but there is this little opening with missiles. And if you want, you can go and push down the missiles individually, and they will fall out. Or you can push them all at once to have a more destructive bombing run. So you can either have it controlled or not. That's how the missiles are held in. And technically you could also put them in like this, although it wouldn't make sense for the bombs to be shooting out of the top. And you can pretty simply, as long as you're paying attention, slide the missiles back in and have it loaded for another bombing run. And besides that, there is these two stud shooters for it to fire forward. And no, this can't launch anything. The shots make it look like something could be launching out of it, but it's just one of the studs from this. Could have been cool, but I have no idea how they would make that work in. I don't think it fires anything in the movies either, and these are supposed to be the cannons that are normally on it. But yeah, honestly, this is a really cool set, and it's one I was glad to get. I always wanted to get a TIE bomber, but wasn't really too interested in getting the blue one, but really liked that they made this one. So yeah, I definitely recommend to get this, especially if you want to have an Imperial fleet, and this is one of the last TIE vehicles that I needed. I will be doing other reviews of my other TIE vehicles soon, but not immediately. Well, I know what you think of the set. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next episode of Legends and Theories.
Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.